Hey, welcome back everybody. I am the Gerbil. In today's video, I want to talk about 7-star Leviathan Mirror matches. That's when the Leviathan goes up against another Leviathan. And it's not as easy as it should be, I think. And to that, I want to say thank you, CG, for a year of what is, in my opinion, the worst matchup in fleets we've had in a very long time. But hey, this is what we got to look forward to as everybody gears it up. So let's get started and figure out how do we win in a mirror match. So the first thing I want to share is a video from 501st Trooper 74, who's my guild leader. Absolutely awesome guy. Has been testing and came up with a creative solution that when RNG goes in your favor is pretty easy. So you start off by sabotaging the enemy Leviathan's engines, then hopefully you are outrunning the opponent, but if not, here's what you do anyway. You're going to go ahead and do a basic pew-pew with your Sith fighter. Yep, that's right, the Sith fighter, a basic. Then you're going to either basic or do a bombing run with your B-28. We'll get into details on that in a little bit, but if you're not dazed, you use the path of power or whatever it is from Fury there to try to land the shield disruption, protection disruption on the enemy B-28, followed by a reinforcement of Darth Vader. Yes, Darth Vader. He's going to come in putting a whole bunch of stacks of damage over time and offense down, and then he's just going to basic from here on out and hopefully do enough damage to kill somebody like we just saw. After that, yes, you're going to end up with your hangars sabotaged, and that's okay because, as we're going to find out in a second, despite Leviathan's kit saying that the first reinforcement will blow up after the hangars are sabotaged, the Mark 6 is not going to blow up, and we're going to call Mark 6 as the second reinforcement if it's needed. So thank you, 501st Trooper 74. Woo! All right, let's get into some details. Now, I want to caveat this by saying that if you go first, if your Leviathan has the initiative, in my testing in the last couple days, and I've done about 20 matches in the last like 2 days, honestly, about 20 matches in and a lot of consultation with other people, it seems that you should or could win about 100% of the time. However, if RNG does not go your way and the enemy Leviathan takes the first turn, the win rate seems to be dropping off a cliff. In my own personal experiences, right now I'm at 65 to 80% win when I go second, and it is a nail biter and it takes a solid 3 to 5 minutes. I have often had to put my game into full auto mode for the last 2 minutes, even when I have captured the enemy's ship. Yeah. It is what it is though, right? So how can we mitigate some of this RNG? First off, a very often overlooked way to benefit your ships is to make sure that your pilot mods are all 6-dot. It doesn't matter if they're blue, green, purple, or gold, just 6-dot. That's all that matters. They don't even have to be a complete set. So like you don't need 2 health or 2 tenacity or 4 offense. They can be any 6-dot mods. It doesn't matter. Speed, no speed. Those attributes don't matter. And here is, for example, a difference on my Sith Marauder in the B-28 bomber. With all 5-dot mods on the left and then upgraded to 6-dot mods on the right, we gained 3,060 health, 2 speed, 2% potency, 2% tenacity. Now, I don't know if these stats are boosted the same across every ship, be it attacker, tank, whatever, but this is what the bomber got, and while it doesn't feel like a lot, that 2 speed going before the enemy bomber could be all the difference in the RNG. That's not, speed is not even RNG, but just in the play order, right? The speed difference could be all that matters. The capital ships are going to both be R9. Obviously, Darth Revan's R9, their Darth Revan's R9. So if your mods are better, you have the initiative. If their mods are better, they have the initiative. If you both have all 6-dot mods, it's a roll of the dice as far as I know. I don't know what CG uses to determine who has initiative, and I'd love to know, but I think it's just purely random. So anyway, make sure your mods are all up to date, bump them all up to 6-dot mods, and hope for the best. Okay, anyway, let's get into some strategies. So starting lineup. We're going to go with Fury, B-28, and Sith Fighter. Yes, not the TIE Dagger. First reinforcement, Darth Vader. Second reinforcement, the Sith. Which one is that? The Mark 6 Interceptor. Unless things go really weird, you're probably not going to ever see the 3rd, 4th, and that's all you get, third or fourth reinforcement. It's not likely to happen. I will say, though, that using this strategy, if the enemy calls out the Imperial shuttle first, you very likely are going to lose. Almost 100% chance to lose. But that is a very, very niche situation. Most people are not running Emperor's shuttle there. So some basic strategy with your starting lineup. Left to right, the Fury. So the Fury's second special, the Path to Power, it will call all of your Sith allies to assist. If they are Sith and Sith Empire, they will count as 2 assists, even though they're only going to, attack once. But it basically down below it says, if you have 1 ally, this happens. If you have 3 allies attacking, this happens. If you have 7 allies, I don't know what CG is thinking. Replace that word ally with points, right? If you get 7 points in the assist and a Sith attacking is 1 point, a Sith Empire is 2 points. I don't know what they're thinking. It's just bizarre language. But anyway, if you get all 3 of your ships to attack, you're going to get the 7 allies level, which will apply shield disruption to the enemy ship, which should be on the enemy B-28. So basically you're going to take away all of its shields for 2 turns, although it can be resisted and it can be dispelled, and they get their shield back. So that's very annoying. The B-28 is just going to hang out and absorb hits. That's all it's going to do. It's going to get hit and hit and hit and hit. But every time it takes damage, or anytime any Sith ally takes damage, there's an 80% chance it will apply a concussion mine on the enemy ship. And when that concussion mine timer expires of 1 turn, goes boom, it will deal some damage to that ship, but it will also inflict daze, which is why you want your bomber to go before their bomber, because you want to daze them so that their Fury does not do the Path to Power and yours does. Finally, Sith Fighter. Why him and not the dagger? Well, first off, little tidbit about him is he ignores protection. It's kind of cool. So the damage goes straight to the health. And his basic, which you're going to do for the entire match, applies healing immunity. And the Leviathan this fleet has a fair amount of health recovery in it, especially from the Fury. So being able to stop the enemy fleet from healing is really, really important. Next, the reinforcements. Now, when Vader comes in, he's going to land a lot of debuffs on the enemy fleet. And as you have probably observed, the more debuffs, the better. And it's actually like baked into Leviathan's kit. Like, you cannot do Sabotage the Hangar until you've inflicted X amount of debuffs. I don't remember what it is. But Vader basically guarantees that's going to happen. Secondly, Vader cannot miss. His hit is guaranteed to hit, so even when they get foresight up, you're gonna hit. They're not gonna dodge, and it's guaranteed damage, and he does a good amount of damage. Then finally, that Mark 6 Interceptor. So the Mark 6 is like the B1 battle droid. It doesn't have a health pool. It has like stacks of like something swarm, Devourers, Swarm, or whatever. And when it enters the battlefield, Leviathan's kit says on Sabotage Engines that the entering kit ship is automatically destroyed. It's not actually destroyed. It's like impacted or hit with massive damage, which destroys any ship in the game, unless, that's right, it's a B1 basically. When you try to annihilate B1 with like Darth Nihilus, or you disintegrate or whatever, it doesn't strip off all the stacks. It's just like hitting it with a normal ship or weapon, right? It does X damage, removes X stacks, but the ship is still there. So when you call in the Mark 6 as your second reinforcement, it does not go boom in a mirror match. So you call it in, it should have 50 stacks of the Devourers, Swarm, whatever it's called. I can't read my own screen right now. It does and then on the basic, it will achieve the maximum outcome and instantly defeat the target enemy, which is likely going to be Fury. So that's your reinforcement. General strategies. You need to try to go first, ideally. Leviathan's turn orders, you're going to sabotage engines, then call reinforce tie 1. Advanced 1, that's Darth Vader. Then you're going to sabotage the hangars. Then you're going to reinforce again with the Mark 6 Interceptor. Across the bottom, the 5 ships you're probably going to have on the board. The B-28 is mostly going to basic, but you do want to apply those concussion mines if they're not landing naturally on the enemy. So save that AoE until an opportunity where it's really needed. The TIE Fighter is going to just basic for the entire match. Fury is going to be there to open up, hopefully with Path to Power, unless your team is dazed. Then just basic. Wait till a moment when you need to heal with its first special, and then when you have an opportunity that your team is not dazed, then you pound somebody with the Path to Power. It's also a good way to try to get rid of the enemy's Mark 6, because the multiple hits will remove multiple stacks of that Devourer on it. The TIE Interceptor, TIE Advanced 1, Taxi, Darth Vader, whatever. It's just going to basic. When he enters the battlefield, you may be tempted to use the special to take, gain all that turn meter and take another turn. But when you call a reinforcement, the Leviathan dazes your entire team, so don't use a special. You're going to be dazed. You will not gain bonus turn meter. You will just waste your turn. Finally, we've already discussed the Mark 6. It's going to come in second to get all the stacks of Devouring Swarm on it, and then it's just going to basic and blow someone up. So here we go. Here is a video from today where things did not go well, even though I'm going first. So here is some bad RNG, but we're still going to win. So like I said, if you go first, you should pretty much win. So we open with Sabotage the Engines, slow down the enemy ship a little bit. We do a basic, followed by a basic, followed by the Path to Power from the Fury. The enemy B-28 has shield disruption, but it cleansed somehow, somewhere. I haven't figured out who or what's cleansing it. If you know, let me know in the comments. I've been reading kits all day. Haven't figured it out. Don't care though, because we're still going to win, but I would like to know actually. So we get our first reinforcement. In comes TIE Advanced. Look at all those debuffs across the enemy field. We're doing good. We do a basic. We do a little bit of healing from the Fury. We do another basic from the Fighter. We're going to do another basic in just a second, I think, from the B-28. Now we've sabotaged the hangars. Another basic from Darth Vader. There's the basic from the B-28. Notice the theme: basic, basic, basic. Now we're going to sabotage his hangar. We're going to basic from our Fury. Little AoE pew 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 from the enemy. We're going to basic again from the Fighter, basic again from Darth Vader. Our B-28 is about to bite the dust, which is disappointing to say the least, but it happens. Okay, and oh, look at that, we survived. No, it's gone. Okay, now we're going to call in our second reinforcement, which is the Mark 6, and we're going to one-shot kill Fury. You need to get rid of Fury. Like seriously, B-28 you've got to get past, but Fury is the target on the board you want to get rid of the most. So now Fury's gone. It's 4-2. We're looking pretty solid. We're going to take over the enemy ship, and it's a win. At this point, just put it on full automatic, kick back, and enjoy the victory. Unless you are outnumbered, even taking over the enemy ship, if you're outnumbered 4-2, you could still lose if you can't get any more reinforcements out. It's wacky how this can go. But that's pretty much it. So here we go. We're going to look at one more battle where we go second, and I do believe that this will be a victory. It's a rare victory, unless I'm just speaking wrong. We'll find out in a second. But same strategy. We're going second though. The opponent has higher relics or better mods, and has got the speed advantage across the entire fleet. There we go. All four of their ships went. Now it's our turn. We're going to basic with the Sith Fighter on B-28. We're going to basic. Look at that, we didn't basic. We're going to bomb run, apply some concussion missiles. Now, I'm dazed. My Fighter is dazed, so I am not going to Path to Power. We're going to basic instead. If we did, we just waste that attack. Now, we're going to sabotage the enemy Leviathan's engines, which now balances out our turn meters and our speed, but he still has the initiative. So they call in the Mark 6, which is fortunate RNG for us, because otherwise it would one-shot somebody next time it comes in. They mess up, bad AI. We're going to call in our Darth Vader, just like before. We're going to go pew-pew with a basic. Pew-pew with a basic, because we are dazed. See that right there? We don't want to do it. Oh, and it looks like that is the time I did it. Oh well, whatever. Moving on. Don't do what you just saw. Do what you heard. Okay, so we've now sabotaged their hangar. They've sabotaged our hangar. And we're going to pew-pew with another basic, and pew-pew with another basic, because we love basics. Basics make the game fun, right? Oh, looks like now we're getting to sabotage their hangar. Okay, got it. That's okay. When you do apply the sabotage engines, you want to target your B-28. Puts breach immunity on it. Not sure that really matters, but nice to have it. When you do sabotage the hangars, you want to heal. It heals somebody by 40%. You just want to heal whoever you have that's weakest or your tanks. All right, so they called in the Emperor Shuttle, which went boom because the hangars were sabotaged. We're going to call in Mark 6. Our hangar's sabotaged, but watch. Pew! Oh, and it's still there. right? And that means we can now insta-kill with the basic, and now it is 5v2. Now it is 5v1. And we've just got to get through 1,000,000 stacks of Devouring Swarm. We are even going to lose the capital ship right here. I'm actually really tired of that animation already. It didn't last long. So, yeah, we have lost our capital ship, but it is 5v1. And this is where it just gets grindy. Even though it's 5 versus 1, it just goes on and on and on. And on. Like, see, look, he's at 27 stacks, and every time we're hitting him, it's like we're taking away 2 stacks. So we literally need to hit it 13 more times to kill it. All right, calls out Darth Maul. And I'm still just going, okay, what does an AoE do? No, didn't do anything. Okay, well, what does this special do? No, it called an assist. That assist is good. Reduces the number of times we have to hit it, right? So, yeah, even losing your capital ship, you can still win. It just depends on the RNG of the enemy's reinforcement order, right? If they call out the Emperor Shuttle, you probably lose. If they call out Darth Vader and then Mark 6, you probably lose. If they call out Mark 6 first, you've got a good chance, right? So it's very much RNG dependent at this point. Maybe some more gameplay, more testing after a few days, weeks, maybe I'll change my mind. But that's the way it is, folks. Try to go first, hope for the very best. If this video was helpful in any way at all, please let me know. Give me a like down below, thumbs up. I really appreciate it. If you don't agree with something or you've got some advice, I'm still learning. Let me know in the comments down below. Also, like, seriously, let me know, because I'm still learning too. Most of us are. And these kits are getting longer and longer. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.